Here we have an example of what you're going to be submitting for assignment number 3. So once you're done drafting up the shadows and you know what type of shading technique you want to use, then you're going to put it onto a clean sheet of vellum, your 11 by 17 sheet of vellum. You're going to go ahead and draft up your horizon line, your ground line, which became our secondary measuring line. And then down here, we had the measuring line itself, your stationary point, your baseline, right? Baseline going from the vanishing point to your 0. The footprint of the structure itself, the secondary baseline going to this secondary 0. And then you're also going to show tick marks here where your vanishing points are, vanishing point left, vanishing point right. And then where your measuring points are, measuring point left, measuring point right. That's 0. I don't want you to add any text here just yet because you're going to do that digitally in your portfolio. Okay. And if you're not sure what shading technique to use, as a reminder, let me go ahead and pull this up. So as a reminder, you have hatching as an option, cross hatching, scribbling, and stippling. I recommend that you work on a different sheet of trace and practice to see which one you'd like to do. Hatching looks really clean, really professional when you're using your drafting tools to do this. You can cross hatch. Cross hatch can be done freehand, but I do recommend drafting it if you choose to cross hatch. And the lines could be horizontal and vertical, but they could also be lines that go with your vanishing points, and I'll show you that in a moment. Scribbling is an option. This is completely freehand, but just make sure you do it in a manner that it doesn't look like it was done by maybe an elementary school student. And then here you have stippling, which can be really beautiful, but again, it takes a lot of patience. And you want your dots to be dots, not dashes. So here, for example, if you did choose to hatch, you could do vertical hatching as an option, but I would stay away from horizontal lines because since this is in perspective, instead, if you wanted to do hatching similar to this example here, notice how it has vertical for the vertical planes and then horizontal only on the ground, but then an option, so you could do vertical here. Inside here, you could do vertical, or you can go based off of your picture plane to draw your lines. Okay, so you can go again based off of the vanishing points. Same for on this side. If you want to, either you can go vertically or you can follow along with your vanishing point and then draw your lines where it's going to radiate. So that's an option. If you wanted to do the hatching, cross hatching might be where you have vertical lines and those diagonal lines or those sloping lines that are going to your vanishing points. That's an option, or you can stipple or scribble. The choice is up to you. Just make sure that it's clean and it reads well, that you can differentiate your tonal values, that the four should be clear, right? The lightest, the darkest, and then the 2 in between. Make sure you can differentiate between them. Okay. All right, everyone. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.